Make it live. Please make it live.
Okay, sir. Sir, please start, sir.
Vice President has joined.
Yeah. So very good evening to all of you. Today it's a great day here. We are going to launch the inauguration of this fast batch of certificate course in Advanced Business Excel for finance professionals. This happens to be the first batch of
Yes, you are audible. Dr. Nandi,
Yes,
carry on.
audible. Carry on.
Shortly, CMA Vishwarup Basu, our Vice President, sir, CMA P. Raju Iyer. He has already joined. Our immediate past President and Chairman of T and EFN Placement Committee, CMA Balvinder Singh ji. He is here with us. CMA Devashish Mitra ji, Chairman of Board of Advanced Studies and Research and members in industry. He is with us here. We are with us two eminent faculties, CA and CFA Tarun Mahajanji. He is also faculty in our various Excel courses and other courses, valuation courses also. We are with us Mr. Kuti. He is a certified Excel trainer. He will also today deliver his speech. And we are with us Mr. Balaji. So I think today it's a very good news that already we are having around 900 participants on the card. So people are eagerly watching this program. They want to become a certified Microsoft trainer, Microsoft professional, because this course is a blend of 25 hours of Microsoft training and 25 hours of financial modeling or financial different deliverables by our own course developed by the Board of Advanced Studies and Research. And lastly, finally, the certificate will be awarded after successful completion of this Microsoft examination by the students. And in this way, this curriculum has been developed for 50 hours. And today is the inaugural session. And from the next week, the formal classes will be live. So I think I should not waste much of time. So I request CMA Devashish Mitra, Chairman of Board of Advanced Studies and Research, to give his opening remarks and his welcome address for the audience. Sir, please.
Whether I am audible, Dr. Nandi?
Yes.
Fine. First of all, I will request our Vice President, sir, to adjust his camera so that he will be visible properly. Thank you. Thank you very much. Good evening to everybody. My colleague in the council, my immediate past president, CMA Balvinder Singh sir. I also welcome our today's resources, two important resources, Mr. Kuti and Mr. Tarun Mahajan sir. Just I like to tell you that yes, today we are inaugurating the first batch of Business Excel, but this is the first step towards the launching another important course by Board of Advanced Studies and Research, that is the financial modeling. Because financial modeling is depending upon the good knowledge on Business Excel. The financial modeling is one of the most highly valued, but according to my opinion, not yet understood its importance properly by the students of finance. The objective of the financial modeling is to combine accounting, finance, taxation, and finally, business model of any organization to create an abstract representation into Excel forecasted for the future. There are many types of financial modeling, with a wide range of uses, including making business decision at a company level, making investment in a private or public company, pricing securities, or undergoing a corporate transaction such as merger and acquisition, project financing, working capital financing, raising of capital through private equity, whatever. Wherever you like to pay your attention, you will feel that the financial modelings are required, and which is depending upon the robust understanding of Excel. We know that forecasting a company's operations into the future can be very complex. Each business is unique and requires a very specific set of assumptions and calculations. You know that the assumption which is required for a thermal power project, the same assumption will not apply for a logistic company or any railway companies. So Excel has to, the presentation of the Excel has to modify according to the business need. Excel is used because it is the most flexible and customizable. That means at any point of time you can customize it. But the software, the customized software as an alternative can be too rigid and does not let you understand each line of a business operation. Because first of all, once you are applying the business Excel into the application, you have to understand the business model first. Once you are able to understand the business model, only then you can formulate the financial model. And once you want to implement the financial model, you need to know the good Excel. You should have a good command on the Excel. So this is the things which I just like to tell. Another 1 or 2 points I just like to tell on behalf of the Board of Advanced Studies, that Board of Advanced Studies and Research will soon launch a course on financial modeling, as I have already told, for members and students. Obviously, after the successful launching of today's Microsoft Certified Advanced Business Excel for Finance Professional. Further, we just like to inform you very enlightenedly, and I like to enlighten you also, that Board of Advanced Studies is in continuous touch with the industry, and very soon we will organize campus placement for our students of different courses launched by the Board of Advanced Studies and Research. We have already received a lot of inquiries from industry to place our students qualified, who are already qualified in the first and second batch of data analytics and SAP FICO Power Users course. So very soon we will organize the campus placement for our students qualified from the various courses undertaken by the Board of Advanced Studies and Research. Another point I just like to highlight, that Board of Advanced Studies and Research will very soon launch a diploma on Information System Security Audit, that is a DISA, and diploma on Forensic Audit, for which I have already got the permission from my council, and the study material, course curriculum, the finalization of the resources, everything has already been done. Very soon we will launch it. Just kindly pay your attention on the website of the institute. I am confident that post pursuing all these courses, the capacity of our members and students will build up, and the marketability of our young members, newly qualified members and students will increase manifold. Thank you very much. Without taking much time, I wish this sessions will be highly successful. Already around 900 participants has already joined. So without taking much time, I will request Secretary of our Board of Advanced Studies and Research, Dr. Nondi, to carry on the further session. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Devashi sir. A bit correction, your figure, it is already 1600 participants watching this program.
1600. Oh, great.
Very good, very good.
Now it becomes an history according to my opinion.
Yeah. Yes.
Figure, we can only understand how much popularity these courses of advanced studies has gained and how much it is beneficial, useful for them to build up their career. So now we are with us, our just immediate past president, without whose good wishes, blessings, and initiatives, we cannot see this today's session, because it is with his approval and everything of the council, Today we are going to launch this course. So may I now request CMA Valvinder Singh ji, if you can enlighten our participant. So what is in your mind when you have given this approval and all this thing to start this course for this advanced studies course?
Yes, I also like to appreciate and I like to congratulate and I like to convey my highest gratitude to my immediate past president Balvinder Singh sir, because at his time only this course got approval under his presidency.
Right. Thank you, Dr. Devashish and Dr. Nandi. Very good evening to all. Very distinguished President of the Institute, CMA Vishnu Basoji, Vice President of the Institute, CMA P. Raju Iyer ji, CMA Devashish Mitra ji, Chairman, Board of Advanced Studies, Dr. D.P. Nandi, Senior Director Studies, Mr. Balaji, our faculty, Mr. Koti, Mr. Tarun, and other colleagues and dear members and students. It's definitely a historical day or a privilege for me to address you today at the first batch of this course being launched by the Board of Advanced Studies today. We have seen that in last 1.5 years, the Board of Advanced Studies has been working excellently, very well, excellent speed, excellent quality of the courses and the events brought in with the intention to see that our members are equipped with the latest courses, latest techniques and latest technologies are learned by the members. It all started with the SAFICO, I recall, 1.5 years back, added on data analyticals, DISA, information systems audits, and various other courses to see that our members are well equipped and are able to provide the higher quality of services in their wherever they are working as compared to their services being provided earlier. Today also, Board of Advanced Studies is going to launch this most practical oriented course. It is a necessity for a finance professional, whether he is working in his own office or working for others. It is a necessity to see that this Microsoft course, Microsoft Certified Training, that is Advanced Excel for finance professionals, is being launched. And hope this course is going to add on feathers to those who will be attending and will be helpful in their growth of their career. By congratulations to CMA Devashish Mitra ji for excellent plan execution. I was only one part and the whole council was with the CMA Devashish Mitra ji for his vision to get these courses approved. It was the whole council which supported CMA Devashish Mitra ji to see that he had visions to see that the members are equipped, and this is one of course from that vision. Congratulations to CMA Devashish Mitra ji, Dr. D.P. Nandi, and Mr. Balaji, faculty, and for all their support at all the time. Thank you, and my best wishes to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your best wishes for the program. So now may I request our Vice President, sir, P. Raju Iyer, CMA P. Raju Iyer, to give his special address to the audience. Raju, sir.
Thank you. Good day to everyone. I am very happy to join this program. And as pointed out by our Secretary D.P. Nandi, Dr. D.P. Nandi, more than 1,600 members have joined. It is an excellent move. Respected our Honorable President, CMA Vishnu Basoji, our immediate past President, Balvinder Singh ji, and our Chairman for Board of Advanced Studies, Devashish Mitra ji, and other council colleague and other staff of the Board of Advanced Studies. It's an excellent opportunity as detailed by Devashish Mitra ji and our immediate past President Balvinder Singh ji. It's an excellent course. What all initiatives taken by the Institute, especially the Board of Advanced Studies, has been narrated by CMA Devashish Mitra, who is relentlessly working and who is always thinking that how to bring more and more courses, how to bring value addition to our members. And all these courses have been excellently received. And in fact, he has highlighted what are the courses in the offering also. And here, again, I want to highlight that, again, with the Board of Advanced Studies, D.P. Nandi is framing the syllabus. Advanced substitute course in internal auditing and advanced course in internal auditing also we'll be launching in April, May. And this also will be already Dr. D.P. Nandi is working in doing with the Chairman of Board of Advanced Studies. So these are things of faculties are coming, and all these courses are receiving high value, and it has already been appreciated by the industry, and this has been well received by our members. And especially, I am very much grateful to Devashish Mitra ji after his taking over as Board of Advanced Studies, it is progressing very well under the support of course, our immediate past President, Balwinder Singh Ji, and our present President, Visuru Basiji, who is guiding us and who is really working hard and who is always thinking that how best we can contribute for our profession and our institute, and wherein our institute flag can be taken up. And we have doing lot of programs and a lot of events, lot of memorable events also, wherein our ministers and authorities are appreciating our things also. And we are bringing a lot of technical papers, technical details also, guidance note also, and whatever in our website, kindly go through it and please offer your comments and suggestions so that we'll be definitely able to improve, because since more than thousands of members are already joined, I don't want to take your time. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Once again, I am thanking our CMA Devashish Mitra ji and our immediate past President Balwinder Singh ji and our President Visuru Basiji and DP Nandi ji for working tirelessly for bringing various courses and opportunities. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Good day. And we are having eminent resource persons, Tarun Bagajan and Balaji and others, and they'll be definitely taking us through various things and they'll be contributing a lot to improve your knowledge and skill. Thank you very much. Wish you all the best. Good day. Good day. Good day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, VP sir, for your illuminating speech for the audience and motivation for us. So now may I request our President sir, Honorable President sir, although there are some technical glitches in his network, but sir has kindly enough to join this program. Sir, please, if you can give your presidential address for the audience. We are waiting for your address.
A very good evening to all of you, respected CMA P. Raju Iyer, our Honorable Vice President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, respected CMA Balwinder Singh, our former illustrious President of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India, respected CMA Devashish Mitra, Chairman Board of Advanced Studies and Chairman members in Industry Committee, respected Dr. DP Nandi, officials of the Institute, my professional brothers and sisters, my beloved students, ladies and gentlemen. It is my proud privilege to be present here today. I must appreciate the great endeavor taken by Devashish Mitra by organizing multiple courses, one after another. The course of data analytics and SAP FICO course was a big hit, and he is also contemplating to bring courses on forensic audit and diploma on information technology. I must appreciate the great work done by Devashish Mitra and his team. And today, Advanced Excel, it is true that we are passing through an advancement of technology. So technology shall be the game changer. At this brink, we need to update ourselves. We need to update our knowledge, and there is a need for capacity buildings of our members. These courses will definitely we will add value addition to our members, and we'll do capacity building for our members. We are also having eminent resource person today. I sincerely hope the courses undertaken today by the Board of Advanced Studies under the able leadership will go a long way and will benefit the members and the students. I wish the said program a grand success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President sir, for joining the event and giving your presidential address. So now we would like to start that technical session for which we are waiting for long. So before starting the technical session, I would now request Mr. Balaji, who is with us for long 1 year or so in different these technical programs like SAP, now Microsoft. So if I now request Mr. Balaji to give a very brief presentation, if you can have. Mr. Balaji.
Yes, good evening, sir. Firstly, my Honorable President, Vice President, and Shri Devashish Mitra ji and Mr. Balwinder Singh ji, and of course Dr. Nandi. It's a pleasure to be a part of this great session. One is we are very happy to be associated with the institute, and we are really seeing lots of positive things coming out of from the institute. And we suddenly see a huge impetus in the last 1.5 years, the way newer things are coming in, and you're adding newer technologies to the portfolio that is really very effective. And as I see it, it will be very useful and very effective for the students whose employability and entrepreneurship will improve. And it will definitely be helpful for the student community by in large, not just the students community, also the member community. Sir, I would actually leave the formal presentation about this particular course to Mr. Radesh Kutty. So he'll be presenting. He's a certified Microsoft trainer. And I just want to express my gratitude and thanks to all the honorable members here, the honorable president, vice president, past president, and the chairman of advanced studies, and Dr. Nandi, for giving us this opportunity to join hands with you to provide such a wonderful course. And we are also very excited to hear all the new things that are coming up, and we are confident that we'll be able to add value in a small way to the way Institute is progressing in such a fast manner. So I just would like to leave the forum to Radesh or Tarun. The choice can be for Dr. Nandi or Ria, so that we can walk everybody through about the details about this course. And before I hand over, I also would like to mention that Microsoft Excel is such a tool that which is inevitable. It is crept into every office in this country, not in this country, in the whole world. Nobody can survive or survive in corporate life without the Microsoft Office products, especially Excel. And it is an excellent tool where when I was talking to one of the fairly senior expert trainers, he said that the most advanced user uses only 10 or 20% of Microsoft Excel. So let's really make good use of this particular training that has been given by the Institute, and hopefully that we'll be able to use much more than what it is and make our lives much more convenient and comfortable. Thanks for this opportunity, Dr. Nandi. And can I ask Radesh to start his presentation?
No, sir, a bit change in the schedule. So
Yeah.
we're starting with Mr. Tarun Mohajan.
Okay, no problem, sir.
Mr. Tarun Mohajan is a chartered accountant by profession. He's a diploma in information system audit. He's a chartered financial analyst also and a registered valuer. He was the 23rd rank holder in CA final exam and the first CFA charter holder in Central India. And he's the most interesting is that he is with us for various courses in our skills training and valuation courses, everywhere where he gets an opportunity on use of this MS Excel in this financial world. He is with us. So now I think he'll be teaching about some financial modeling, how Excel can be used most rigorously in financial modeling. We'll have a session on this. So the students who are here, actually I have got few questions in the YouTube that whether this particular session is useful for their final examination, intermediate examinations like that, because students are here. So I believe that this type of enriching sessions, this will be really helpful for their future career and their courses also. So I think I request all the students who are present here, all the audience, they will patiently hear and listen the lectures given by our faculty members. So now the dais is open for Mr. Tarun Mohajan. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir. I hope I'm audible properly.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So first of all, I would like to thank the President of CMA Institute, Biswarup Basuji, sir, and Vice President, Sir Raju Iyer, sir, and immediate past President, Balwinder Singh, sir, and Chairman, Advanced Studies, Debashish Mitra, sir, who has designed this course, and we had a detailed discussion on this, and he guided us that how can we proceed for this course. And I would like to thank Dr. Nandi also for being the instrument to connect me to this prestigious institute. And I would also like to thank Mr. Balaji and Mr. Radesh Kutty, sir, who will be an associate faculty with me over here. So I welcome all the students and all professionals, whether CMA students or non-CMA students or CMA members or non-CMA members. I welcome you all to this wonderful course. I must say that in today's world,
just passing an examination, does it make you employable? You are a cost accountant or you are holding any other qualification. By just having a qualification, you may or may not be employable. So this is really a wonderful initiative of CM Institute, that they are trying to provide you with various kinds of skill trainings, including this course. So here I would like to share my screen also. You'll have to just give me one moment and I will start sharing my screen. Just a minute, please. In one moment, I'll start sharing my screen so that we'll be able to communicate effectively with each other. So here I go, and I hope my screen is visible to everybody. So welcome to this course for Advanced Business Excel for finance professionals, which comes with a Microsoft certification. And this course is being designed by the Board of Advanced Studies and Research of the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. So friends, today we are going to discuss a simple case study first of all, okay? Because I can see here that a huge participation is here and a whole lot of students are there. Some of the CMA Foundation, intermediate and final students are also there. There may be some eminent professionals also who are watching this session live. So on the very first day in the orientation program, I would not like to take any heavy case study. I would just like to demonstrate you that how beautifully actually Excel works. So my humble request to everyone here is to have a copy and a pen ready, because I'll be giving you a simple question which you will have to jot down. First, we will try to solve that situation without Microsoft Excel, and then we will try to realize that how difficult it is, or how time consuming it is, or how error prone it is to solve a problem manually and with the help of calculators. And once we are done with that, we will solve the same problem on Microsoft Excel also. So my humble request to all participants, to all the students also who are watching this session, to get ready with your copy and pen, number one, with your calculator, number two, and with a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet open on your laptop, number three. I know some of you might be watching it on your mobile phone. In that case, I request you to still open your laptop if you have one. But suppose you are not currently having the desktop or laptop handy, then I will say just take a note of whatever I am telling. Even when I'll be working with Microsoft Excel and currently you are not having access to Microsoft Excel, you just note down what exactly I'm doing. I'm sorry. And after this session, then you can try to do what I am demonstrating over here. So allow me to share one of my experience as a registered valuer. See, I do valuation of companies. I make valuation of their equity shares. I make valuation of preference shares of company. I make valuation of optionally convertible debentures, compulsorily convertible debentures, and many other complex securities in the real world. Now the thing is that when I work as a registered valuer, which is statutorily required for companies, then I have to work on Microsoft Excel. And let's start with a very simple example. Okay, I can see that many students are available over here. Okay, let me just do one thing. That I will post one Google Drive link here. I will post it in the YouTube where you are currently watching this session, so that all of you can have access to that. My request to all of you will be that please do not post any message for a while in the live window, because I have posted one link in your YouTube live chat. Please do not post anything right now, because otherwise in your post my link will be lost. You just copy this link and paste it anywhere in your mobile phone or anywhere in your laptop for future reference. Okay, so that this is the common folder, this is the shared folder. Whatever I do today here in front of you, I will post my Excel file in this folder, so that later you will be able to download it and you will be able to observe it, appreciate it, and will be able to kind of do it yourself also. Okay, please do not post any message, otherwise my link will be lost. Thank you for your cooperation. Okay, let's take a simple situation. Looking at the audience, I'll start with a simple situation right now. Let's see. Suppose there are two companies. So there is one company A, which is having a value of rupees 5,000 crores. Plus, additionally, it has bought 20% shares in company B. So actually, I'm telling you a situation of cross-holding. I think cross-holding situation is there in CMA intermediate course in the accounting syllabus. So how to deal with the situation of cross-holding when you are making valuation of two companies. So there is one company A, and if you look at the business of company A, its business has a value of 5,000 crore rupees. Plus, additionally, it is holding 20% shares in company B. Now, next thing is I'm talking about company B. This company B has its own individual value of rupees 2,000 crores. Plus, it is holding 10% shares in company A. Plus, it is holding 10% shares in company A. So this is the situation of cross-holding. A is holding shares in B. Therefore, value of A is dependent on value of B. Similarly, B is holding shares in A. Therefore, value of B is dependent on value of A. So there is a circular reference in value. How do you solve this situation without Microsoft Excel? And then we will learn how do you solve this situation with Microsoft Excel. I will give you a real life case study also for the same, for which I have done the valuation. I've shared with you link of one Google Drive folder. In that folder, I have already put two valuation report of two companies which I made in the real life situation. Though I have changed all the names and some of the figures to maintain the privacy of my client. Okay, so how do I make an equation? I'll say value of company A. A means value of company A. And when I say B means value of company B. So actually, we will make two equations. One equation will be like this, that A is equal to 5,000 crores because that's the individual value of A. Suppose company A is in the business of manufacturing cement, and its cement plant is producing huge amount of cash flows each year. And if you calculate sum of present value of all future cash flows, individual value of company A is 5,000 crores plus 0.20 of B, that is 20% of the value of B, If you add it to 5,000 crore, you'll get value of company A. Now, similarly, I'll make a second equation where I'll say value of B is equal to 2,000 crore plus 0.10 of value of A. So value of B is its individual value plus the value of investment it has made in company A. Right, sir? Okay. Now you have got two equations and you can solve these equations actually to arrive at value of A and value of B. Let's simplify. Let's say this is your equation number 1. Let's say this is your equation number 2. Don't worry, even if you are a CMA foundation student or even if you are a working professional, in both cases, this example is useful for you, and I hope you will be able to understand this example. So when I simplify the first equation, it will be A minus 0.20 of B is equal to 5,000. This is now your simplified equation number 1. And then minus 0.10 of A plus B is equal to 2,000. This is my equation number 2. Okay, I hope I have written this properly. Okay, don't worry, even if you are not able to open the folder I have shared with you, don't bother about it because currently I am not doing anything from that folder. So you need not to worry about that. Okay, I will give it to you later once again. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, guys. Forget about the link and now concentrate on what I am saying. Look, how to solve these equations? It's very simple. I will multiply equation number 1 by minus 0.10. Once I multiply this, the first equation will actually become minus 0.10 and I will advise you one more thing, that you can stop watching the comments which are posted on the YouTube channel because there are some naughty students also. You can simply ignore them. So this will become 0.10 of minus A, and then minus and minus multiplied together will become actually plus. And when you multiply this, you will have to solve it for me. So this is 0.20 multiplied by 0.10, so it's 0.02, and it will be with a minus sign, minus 0.02b is equal to 5,000 into minus 0.10. So that will actually become minus 500. This is now your modified equation number 1. Hey, it's not a great difficult mathematics. I am simply talking about two equations. That A is equal to 5,000 plus 0.20 of B, and B is equal to 2,000 plus 0.10 of A. And I just have to solve these two simple equations which you might have solved in class 10th. And then, okay, I'm sorry, I just have to do one thing. Instead of minus 0.10, I would like to multiply it by plus 0.10. So this will be a plus sign, and this will remain a minus sign, and this will remain a plus sign. Okay. Now these two things will be actually cancelled. Just give me. Okay, this is actually cancelled. Once this one is cancelled, then I am left with 0.98 of B is equal to 2,500. Okay, and then I further solve it, And when I further solve it, it will become 2500 divided by 0.98. This will become 2551. I would just like to ask you to check your engagement that you also solve this and tell me, okay, so Nishtha has solved this and she is saying B is equal to 2551 and A is equal to 5510. Has anyone else solved this? Has anyone else solved this? If yes, post your answer here, okay? Okay, Rahul is also getting the same answer. I just want to check your engagement that yes, actually you're participating over here. Fantastic, you guys are participating, that's nice to see. Now I will calculate value of A, which is 5000 plus 0.20 multiplied by 2551. So let's do this. 2551 multiplied by 0.20 plus 5000. And this is equal to 5510. Some of you are already finding it difficult to solve. Now imagine a situation that you don't have two companies, you have 15 such companies. And each of the companies having a cross holding in remaining 14 companies. Right? So how complicated the situation will be. Currently, you are just solving two equations. Imagine a situation in real life. I have handled a case like that. Imagine a situation when you have 15 equations and you solve those 15 equations one by one, one by one, one by one, one by one. And then thereafter, you get these two values that after considering the cross-holding, value of company A is 5,510 crores and value of company B is 2,551 crores. Okay. Currently, you're handling only two companies. What if there are 10 companies? What if there are 25 companies? Then Excel will do it beautifully for you. Now, we will do this on Excel. If somebody is not able to understand what exactly I am saying, my humble request is to take a screenshot of this screen and later peacefully you can try to understand it. Okay, great. Now let's solve the same question with the help of Microsoft Excel. So right from a student to a working professional, this situation is going to be helpful. Here we will use solver add-in. Solver add-in of Microsoft Excel. So what is this solver add-in? Where do I get it? First of all, you will have to activate this solver add-in. How do you activate solver add-in? See, go to the file. Some of you might be using older version of Excel like Microsoft Excel 2007. So they won't find a file tab over here. Rather than they will have this icon of Microsoft Excel at the top left corner. So you click it here. Just a minute. You click on this icon or in the file and then go to options. You click on file and then you click on options. File and options. Now you will get various Excel options over here. I'll just zoom it in for you. Look here. In this options menu, you will find add-ins. So click on add-ins. Okay, first just look at this. Excel option window will look like this. And in this Excel option window, you will find this add-ins. If you are not able to do simultaneously with me, my request is to just observe this carefully and after this session try to do this. I'm just trying to give you a demonstration the powerfulness and utility of Microsoft Excel in real life application as well as in examination problems. Once you click on Addins, then at the bottom of this window, you'll get manage. You'll get manage what? Manage Excel add-ins. Now you'll have to click here, go. And I click go. I'll have to go to options, add-ins. In add-ins, I have manage Excel add-ins. Once I click go, then I'll have a window like this. So what are the add-ins available? Analysis tool pack, VPA, Euro currency tool, solver add-in. You will have to make sure that there must be a check mark on this solver add-in. Sir, I'm not able to see the solver add-in. So that can be taken care separately. But suppose you have this solver add-in, you click here, and after you enable it, if you uncheck it, it will be disabled. If you check it, it will be enabled. And then you say, okay. So what happens now? Now you will have the solver add-in. Sir, where will I find this solver add-in? Look, my dear, you'll have to go to the data tab. You'll have to go to the data tab. And in the data tab, you'll have one analysis group. In the data tab, you'll have one analyze group or analysis group. And here you will find this solver thing. The solver will solve the equation for us. Whether it's a simple equation or whether it's a very complicated equation, solver will solve it for us. So now I'll create one table like this is company A and this is company B. This is value of company A, or better I say individual value of company A, 5,000 crores and 2,000 crores. Okay. Now, once I have the individual value, then I will like to calculate the final value. When I say final value, I mean the value which includes the value of cross holding. But before that, I will just type here investment in A and investment in B. So A is having 0% investment in A. Obviously, company A cannot itself invest. A is having 0% investment in itself, while company A is having 20% investment in company B. So look, this is very simple. It's not really complicated. Company A has individual value of 5,000 crore. It has investment in itself, 0% obviously. And it has investment in equity shares of company B, which is 20%. Now company B, it has 10% investment in company A and it has 0% investment in itself. Obviously, it has 0%. It must have 0% investment in itself. Okay. Now, what I'll do, I'm sorry. What I'll do, I'll again make a column for final value over here. And now you need to be very careful because whatever I am going to tell you now is actually wonderful. How do I calculate final value of company A? So try to recall this equation. That final value of company A is 5,000 crore plus 20% of final value of company B. Okay, 5,000 crore plus 20% of final value of company B. So I type here one equation equal to, click this B5 cell. Sir, I'm not able to do it. Okay, observe it peacefully. I'll share this file with you later. Don't worry. Okay. Maybe in the description of this video itself later you will find this file. Don't worry. So this is 5,000 crore plus 20%. So this is 20%. 20% of what? 20% of final value of B. So here it is final value of B. Look guys, what I have done. But sir, this cell is currently blank. Yes, currently it is blank, but later I will be able to solve this. I'll do it again for you, don't worry. What is final value of A? It is 5,000 crores plus 20% of final value of B. Sir, it is coming 5,000, it is not coming 5510. Just have a patience because currently we have not feed anything here. How to calculate value of B? Again, come back to this equation. Value of B is equal to 2,000 crores plus 10% of value of A. Okay, so this is 2,000 crores plus 10% of final value of A. It's not 10% of 5,000 crores. It's 10% of final value of A, my dear friends. Okay. And I press enter. So can you show the formula once again? Yeah, for sure. I'll just copy and paste this formula for you in H column. I'll just copy and paste this formula for you in H column so that formula also remains visible to you. Actually, let me put some random value over here. Maybe this is 5,000, 5,100, and maybe this is 2,100. I have just put here some random values just to demonstrate that how the final answer will look like. This is final value. This is also the final value. So these two values should be actually same. Therefore, their difference should be actually equal to 0. Difference of what? Column B and column F. Difference of column F and column B should be actually 0 because this is the final value which we are calculating with the equation. This is the final value which I have put randomly. What do I do now? I'll take this final value and then I will deduct this final value. And there is a difference actually. Look here. I have simply done F5 minus C5, nothing special. And I will copy down this formula. So this is F6 minus C6. I'm repeating, if some of you are not able to understand, sir, this is actually very difficult, don't worry. Just try to appreciate that Excel can do many powerful things and many simple things also. Later, when you will do it yourself, you will have a better grip on the concept. I don't want this difference. This difference should be 0 because this is final value. This is also final value. So difference should be 0. Now, I have made a whole setup. How Excel will solve this? So I'll go to the data tab. I'll click on this data tab. In data tab, in the analysis group, you will find solver. Okay, and I'll click on solver. So this solver parameter window will actually open here. Now what this window is asking me to do. In fact, some of you might be thinking, sir, it is better to solve the equation manually rather than to set up it in Excel. Yes, once you first time set up anything in Excel, it requires a lot of effort. But it is scalable. Once you're able to set up it in Excel, then even if there are 25 companies at one shot, you will be able to solve it. While manually, every time you will have to solve the equations. Excel requires a one-time setup effort, and then you can use it repeatedly. Manually, if you do it, then every time you will have to put in the whole effort. Okay, set objective. What is set objective? I'll tell you. G5. Sir, what is there in G5? Okay, I'll tell you what is there in G5. In G5, the difference amount of 320 is there. I want to put G5 equal to 0. Maximum, minimum equal to 0. Look here. G5 is having a value of 0. I want to set it equal to 0. By changing which cell, the next thing Excel is asking me, okay, I'll make it 0 for you. You are my boss. You have ordered me, make it 0. I'll make it, sir. But which cell to change so that I can make it 0? Okay, I'll tell you which cell to change. So I'll click here and I'll say that, dear Excel, you change these two cells so that the difference between the two can become 0. C5 to C6 you change so that the difference can become 0. And there is one more condition. Not only this 320 should become 0, but also this 410 should also become 0. So I'll add one more condition. And what is that one more condition? Click at 410. It is actually G6 should be equal to 0. I type here 0 and I say OK. So make G5 0 and make G6 also 0 by changing C5 and C6. And do not change any other default setting and simply click on this solve button. I click on this solve button and it is saying me, would you like to keep the solver function? And I say okay. And look here, see the wonderful thing. Okay, just a minute. I will just do one thing, that I'll assign it a number format up to 0 decimal points. See the wonderful thing over here. We have got the value of final value of company A as 5510 and 2551. This is 2551. This is 5510. Now, even if there are 25 companies, Excel will execute this thing in fraction of second like this. Even if somebody say, oh, no, actually I have made a mistake and this should not be 5,000, this should have been 6,000 and this is not 2,000, this is actually 1,800. Sorry, I made a mistake. If you do it manually, you'll have to solve it again. But if you're doing it in Excel, so 6,000 and 1,800 is there. But sir, now it is not 0. See, you have changed the figure. So you'll have to again invoke the solver function. Go to data tab, click on the solver function, and this is already set here because the last equation we solved with the solver function was this question itself. So I'll simply click solve and I'll say okay, and this new answer is there. One time setup effort is required, but thereafter you can solve it at the lightning speed, a very quick speed. Okay. So let me quickly check if you have got any problem. Okay. I will repeat it for you because I will actually, some of you might not be able to understand it. Some professionals are there, they must have understood this, but some students are also there. So for the benefit of students, I'll quickly repeat this setup. In fact, I will create the new one. Okay. So let me introduce one more sheet over here. Look, I'll repeat it for you. I understand for this is, I have chosen a comparatively difficult example, but okay, don't worry. I'll repeat it for you. This is company A. This is company B. You don't need a data sheet. You can do it with me. This is company A. This is company B. This is individual value of company A, 5,000 crore. This is individual value of company B in B individual. Okay. And this is the final value which we want to calculate. Yes, I'll repeat it for you. Don't worry. Company A and company B, they have individual value of 5,000 crores and 2,000 crores. Okay. And cross holding. Let's see, what is the cross holding? Cross holding in B is 20% and cross holding in A by B is 10%. Okay, you would like me to show the installation also once again. See, go to the File tab. Here you will find options. In options, there are various things: general, formula, data, proofing, customize ribbon, and the second last, just above the trust center, you'll find add-ins. So click on add-ins. Once you click on add-ins, at the bottom of this window, you'll find manage Excel add-ins. Then you click on go. When you click on go, a new window appears like this. Make sure that the solver add-in has a check mark. Make sure that the solver add-in has a check mark. And then you say, okay. But sir, nothing happens thereafter. Yeah, nothing will happen. To check where is solver add-in, then you will have to click on the data tab. In the menu bar, you click on the data tab. In the data tab, your data tab may look a little different because this is Excel 2019 version I'm using. You might be using a different version. So, but if you carefully observe this data tab, in the analysis group or in the analyze group, you will find solver. Okay. And then you'll have to make a single click on this solver. Okay. Sorry. Then actually this solver add-in will work. But before that, let's make a calculation now. So let's again make final value calculation. Final value, individual value. Right? So how do I do it now? I just do one simple thing. I'll have to create one equation. That value of company A is 5,000 crore. That is its own individual value. Plus 20% of the final value. So 20%, that is E3, multiplied by final value of company B. Okay. See, this is just a sample that what we are going to learn in this course. We will learn many more fantastic things. You can solve assignment problem, you can solve transportation problem, you can solve time value of money problems, you can solve capital budgeting problems. Anything you name it, I promise I'll show you how to solve it. Okay. Then for company B, its value is 2,000 crores. That is its own individual value. Plus 10% of final value of company A. 10% of final value of company A. But sir, answer is coming 5,000, 2,000. Yes, because currently we have not yet solved the equation. So now here the solver, let's calculate difference. Actually, this final value will be calculated by the solver. This final value will be calculated by solver. Let's calculate the difference. This is the final value which we are calculating by equation minus this is the final value which will be solved by the solver function. And I will copy this down. So similarly, I have calculated the difference here also. And I don't want this answer to be 5,000 and 2,000. I want this difference to be 0. Okay. So now here comes into role the data tab, and in data tab, the solver function. Once the solver function window is open, I'll zoom it in for you because it is actually in very small font size. Set objective. I'll not take more than 5 minutes now. So in next 5 minutes, I will wrap up my session. Set objective. What is your objective? My objective is that G3 should have a value of 0. So what is G3? G3 is difference of value of company A with and without solver function. So my objective is to make G3 equal to 0. Sir, what exactly was G3? G3 is this difference. Okay. And I have one more objective. So I'll add one more condition. And the second objective is this not only G3, but also G4 should also be equal to 0. G4 should also be equal to 0. And I'll say, okay. And look here, one objective G3 should be 0. And second objective G4 should also be 0. Now you are the boss. You order Excel that make these two things 0 by changing variable cells. So which cells? I will tell you. By changing these two cells, C3 and C4. Okay. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'll use this solve button. I'll just zoom it in for you. Okay, 1 minute, 1 minute, please. Sorry. Now I'll click this solve button. I'm not disturbing anything else, this check mark, non-linear. So keep it default, don't change it. And then click solve and see this is actually, and say okay. So now this is all solved. I can just do one thing. I can keep it up to 2 decimal points, number format, 0 decimal points, and that's it. And here also I'll say number format, 0 decimal point, that's it. So my dear friends, for one last time, I will that's it from my side. A very complex problem on this can also be solved. So this is just kind of a demo version, and in the real version, we will solve a more complex problem like this. I will post this Excel sheet for your own reference in this YouTube chat box. Okay. So you currently it is not posted over here, but once my session is over, I will post it here and you will be able to download various items which I'll put here. Okay. Great. So with this, I would like to hand over this session to the coordinator for my learned fellow speaker to speak now.
Thank you so much for your deliberation. Always it is great to listen and great to watch. This is like a magic. Okay. And today you have done several items of solver. And I think this is actually a prelude of the thing. Today we are just inaugurating the sessions. Some outsiders are there, so other students are here. So those particular target students, we are starting with the batch with 200 students participants from the next week. So one by one, step by step, Tarunji will develop these models and they will solve it. Hands-on training will be there. So I think that will be a different league of the program. And today we have been enlightened by some glimpses of that various good aspects and excellent uh, applications of MS Excel. So now may I request our second and last speaker, Mr. Reddish Kutti. He is a Microsoft certified trainer. He is basically MSc in information technology, and he is working with various IT companies, and he is also a Microsoft trainer, certified Microsoft trainer in Excel, Word, and PowerPoint. He will be giving an outline of the curriculum and the basics of the thing, so that people will, that our participants and those who are prospective participants watching this program, they feel this course useful for their career. So now may I request Mr. Kutti to become live and to deliver his speech. Mr. Kutti.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Tarun, sir. In front of me, I'm not, I don't have any finance background, but again, it's a great session, sir. It's really, I got some basic idea how to calculate the value. I know how to use the solver, but how to use in a finance mode, this is the first time. So I'm very much thankful to you, sir. And definitely, I will thank you all the eminent members there, the director, sir. Devashi sir, right? And definitely Balaji sir, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to share my limited knowledge for all the team members, and definitely for all the members who are joined here. It's nice to see that a good number were joined to enhance the knowledge. Really great congratulations to all the team members who worked hard for this great success. Fine. Now, let me share some basic information about certification. Right, Excel certification, Microsoft Excel certification, about the process and why we use certification. That definitely many of the members have a question that whether it's mandatory that we should go for certification. So answer, we will discuss in the later, but before that, let me present some basic ideas, some data for you. Right, so now let me share my screen. Anyway, my voice is clear. Balaji sir, are you there?
Yes, your voice is fine, Radesh.
Fine. Okay, now let me share my screen. Sir, can you get this feedback whether the screen is there?
Not yet.
Just a minute, sir. It's already shared. But
it is just coming. It is just coming.
Yeah, fine. Yeah. Now it's okay.
Yes, we can see your screen, Radesh.
Yeah, fine. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, okay, let me start from the end point. Right. This is the certification which you receive once you complete the exam procedure, means the workshop and the exam procedure. Just go through the certification layout, the name of the participant or the person who is completing the certificate, and the name of the certificate is Microsoft Office Specialist, that is MOS. Right, a common term when we use in the certification program, we use MOS, and the full form is Microsoft Office Specialist. The name of the person who is going to attend the exam, fine. The version which you have completed, 2019 version, right? And the level of certification is expert level. That means from basic to advanced level, right? That means how to create a macro, or how to use VLOOKUP, how to use pivot table for report generation, right? So many features are there included in this session. The version is there, fine. And I think you all know the CEO of Microsoft, right? Here's the person, that is Mr. Satya Nadella, duly signed signature certificate will be there. The logo of Microsoft, and two important features. Let me highlight that thing. Date of achievement, on which date you are completing the exam. Not just completing the exam, you are clearing the exam, right? So the date will be there, and the verifying code. That means you can easily confirm, or the person who is going through the resume or your biodata or curriculum with anything. If you're posted this certificate in the LinkedIn, they can easily check and verify whether what is the genuinity of this certificate, right? So this is the verifying code. Fine. So I think it's clear, right, what you are going to receive once you complete the exam procedure. Right. Okay. Now let me put some more ideas here. Why this certification? Let the question be there, right? why we require a certification. Now, for that purpose, let me show another image for you. Here it is. Right. So the picture is clear. A demo resume. Right. So it's clear that a person. Now, I will let me ask a question here. Is anything special in this resume? Just go through the objective. The career objective will be same, right? Work experience, it may differ. Education is important in a resume. It's important factor, right? MBA, MCA, MTech, BTech, whatever the basic qualification, education level, that should be mentioned. Technical skills. This what HR or a recruiter or an entrepreneur will like to know. If you are applying for a particular post, like take an example, data analyst, and if you're good in Excel, definitely you can add the features here. That means you are certified in Excel 2019, and you can add the badge on the top right corner, right? So once this badge is clicked, any person who is going through the badge, once the badge is clicked, it will be directed to another site where it will be verified, right? I will show a simple demo for you. So this how you can use the badge or the certification process to enhance your job opportunities, right? Let others know that you are a certified person, and how it can be accomplished using the badge, right? No need to put your certificate, all these things. No need to go with your certificate while we're going for interview. Just place everything in this resume, and the recruiter or the person who is just in front of this verification process can easily check the genuinity of this certificate, right? So that's the beauty of this procedure, certification process, right? So that's how you can use this badge for your certification process or your, because it's easy, right? If now in the year 2013 to 15, when I'm working for a company in an HR section, I used to take almost 35 to 40, minimum 35 to 40 resumes per day for a scrutiny of the resume. And it's very hard job, hectic job to just go through with these options. And if any person make anything highlighted in the resume, that will be easy for us, right? As an HR, it will be easy to identify, okay, ye banda apna kaam ka hai. Fine. So that makes a extra cut above for all other participants if you're going for a interview process or any recruitment process, right? So make use of this option. So to tell all these things, my name is Ratish, working for EME as a trainer, as a faculty, fine, to get some basic information about the certification program. Right. Now I have a small presentation for you. So this part is clear, right? What you are going to get at the end of this program. Right. Now, let me put another small presentation for you. It won't just 10 to 15 presentations, right? And this presentation is split into 3 categories. First one, a survey conducted by a university, right? We will come to that later, right? Data, how you can use Excel as a data analysis or how to analyze your information. Right, that's the second part. And the third part is, I think it's more important for this scenario, that is the roadmap for certification. So let me start in the reverse order. Here it is. Fine. So how to get a certification, what are the process for that, and what are the procedure? So let me start with mode of exam. Here it is. Now it's an online exam. So that means you should have a computer with 2019 installed, high band internet activity. That's the basic thing that you not bother about things, right? The institution will take care of that. The important is it's an online exam, task-based question. That means it's not a MCQ. That means it's not a multiple choice question. That tukka maar gaya, mil gaya to mil gaya, nahi to nahi mila. No, it's not like that, right? That means you have to complete a task, and the question will be there. And behind the question, that Excel sheet will be there. You have to read the question and apply in the same project which are specified in the task, right? So it's a task-based question. Duration is 50 minutes, 50, right? That means total duration will be 1 hour, where the first 10 minutes will be for some basic formalities, your login details, password, get into that particular software, right? So it will take 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes. Once the exam gets started, a clock will be there, and it will be in the reverse process. That means from 50 to, it will count down, and the duration is 50 minutes. That means within 50 minutes, you have to complete the exam process, and you have to click the submit button. And the score will be there in your screen in just 5 seconds, right? So that means In just 5 seconds after completing the exam, you'll get the result, whether you are what score you got after the examination, right? And one thing let me highlight is no negative marks, right? Why I'm highlighting this is that means you have to attend all the questions. Don't leave any question. That's the common feedback which I got from many of the students, that they know how to complete the task, but they are not able to complete the in stipulated time. They are okay with the question, fine. Some of the questions were okay, a little bit different, but some of the questions very simple. You can easily complete the certification process. It's not a big deal. If you have some basic idea, definitely you can clear the exam. For that purpose, definitely I'll be there to assist you for all from the scratch. What is a cell? From that question to how to create a pivot table, how to create a report, how to use a solver, how to make goal seek, all these things we will discuss in the session, right? From the scratch, right? कोई बंदा होगा जिसको ये क्वेश्चन पूछना होगा कि एक्सेल क्या होता है या सेल क्या होता है, from that point we'll go to the top level or expert level. So attempt all your questions, fine. And the important feature is, dear, the passing mark is 70%, right? That means out of the total mark will be of 1000, and you have to score 700, right? That is 70%, right? You have to score 70%. I think you have noticed that in the certificate, the marks will not be mentioned anywhere. So that means certification is important, skill is important, and that mark which you score will never reflect anywhere in the certification, right? So at least make a target that you have to score at least within 85 to 90, right? I'm ज़्यादा expect करते हो, अच्छी बात है, लेकिन for that you have to take an extra effort, right? So start with or focus with at least 85 to 90. I can easily score, and definitely I'll be there to assist you to how to solve the equation, how to solve the task specified in the questions, right? You'll get an idea. For that, we have to practice a lot. You have to attend the session, and I will share some data for you where you can complete the process, how to complete the exam procedure, right? So I think it's clear, right, how to get the certification process. Fine. Now, coming back to the certification, the presentations, and here's the badge which you can add in your resume. Fine. So again, it's for MS Office Excel Specialist. It's in green color logo, fine. And this badge can be added to your resume, even in your LinkedIn also. If you have a LinkedIn, if you have a mail ID, if you're sent, it's common, right? So you can add as a signature. Fine. Okay. Let me put one more picture for you. Huh? Just a minute. I have a demo mail from my client. Just a minute. Here it is. All right. So just go through the logos here. Now, she has completed Microsoft expert level certification and other certifications there, right? Now, you can add this signature in your mail ID so that the person who is receiving it, he can easily check, oh, fine, this guy is well enhanced with the certification program, and the badge, the decoration is there. Now, if you want to check the genuinity, just click the hyperlink here. Right, the name, the logo, below that logo, the specification will be there. You have to just click there, and you will be directed to another platform where the verification process will be completed. Right, that means here it is, Acclaim. Now, this is a platform through which a badge or the certificate is verified. It's common for all the global certification, right? IBM, Microsoft, Google, any type of certification, global certification will be verified here. Now, this badge was issued to Anjana Joseph on 25th October. That means on that day, Anjana has completed the exam with more than 70%. The marks will not be there, but again, 70% in minimum, right? And the specification for that particular badge is here, right? So this is how the badge can be verified. Any person, any recruiter can check through online, fine. Okay, so that's clear. The use of badge and the certification is there, fine. And the last, okay, conclusion we will discuss later. Now, the second portion, what are the data analysis tools, right? In the previous example with the Tarun sir told that how to use the solver, how to activate that tool, right? All these things from the scratch we will discuss in the session. As I told that what is a cell? What are grid lines? What are the basic property of grid line? That means the student who are going to attend the first session in Excel, from there, once you complete the session, I'm sure that you'll get updations, you'll get a well updations of how to use or how to create a report. I will show a small demo for you how to use the data, how to create a report. Just give a couple of minutes more. Now, going for this data analytic tool is more technical. So instead of that, let me go with the survey results. Here it is. Now, there's a survey conducted by University of Utah, and the program was, the participants were from US, Mexico, England, and Ireland. Right? Some professionals were there. The data which they collected from the professionals are, I will show some picture and some output of that particular survey. Here. Right. So from the survey, they highlighted that whether you are employed, whether you are a graduate student or a PG student, whatever, the certification process is very much important. Right? Why? Because you get to the process how to complete a task. You get the basic professional way to solve a task. That's what you receive once you get the certification process. Fine. And definitely it increases the employee's confidence. Why? Because if you know the basic process, basic procedure is sure, you're not by hearting anything. You know, if you want to create a pivot table, what you have to do and why we are creating a pivot table. If you know the basics of these things, definitely your confidence will be higher. Instead of just by hearting anything, won't lead you anywhere. So in the training program, we will focus on implementation of a practical session, where you have to handle the data, create some report, generate some report, some errors will be there. You have to rectify that error. That means a basic of data analysis. Fine, everything will be there in the session. Fine. Okay, one more slide is there. Okay, now the survey was conducted from the professional accountants to admin assistant, right? From a wide range of participants were there. And as the feedback, the participant told that if they are completing the part in the certification programs, they are able to enhance the knowledge, the confidence level are high, and their willingness to help the co-workers, because they are sure, because if any co-worker asks any question, they are sure that he can easily answer the question or easily solve the equation or solution, right? He can easily find that. Why? Because he know the basics. And once your basics and funda is clear, basic funda is clear, definitely you will go with any type of question. Right. So that we discuss in this workshop, and we will try to define simple examples. First, in the initial stage, we will go with some simple examples. Right. Later, once you get into the track, definitely we'll go with some complex program. Right. Okay. And here's the output. Now, just go to the slide. I think it's clear. Just go to the slide, and it shows that. Okay. Let me zoom it for you. Fine. Now, just go through the skills which are required for a job in the scenario right now, today as well as tomorrow, right? Just go to the third and the last point. Third point is Office. That means Word, Excel, right? If you know Access, Outlook, fine. That's the greatest tool which any person or a participant must have. These are the basic tools which any company is searching for, right? If you are well and good in Excel, fine. Your possibilities are high. Other skills are definitely important. Your communication skill, project management, teamwork, marketing, creative. Definitely, these are some basic tools which you should have while going for an interview or the recruitment process there. And the last point, PowerPoint. Right, that means you have to present anything. Right, how good are you in your presentation? So these are the two main tools which are required for the job scenario in the market right now. Right. So I think these points are clear. And again, a graph which shows that if a person who is well qualified and gone through the certification process, the chances are high to score more and enhance the knowledge. And if you're not skilled or if you're not going through the certification programs, the possibilities are low, right? Almost 350 points are allocated for this process. And according to the feedback from that professionals, from professional accountants to admin, the basic output was, if you're going with the procedure of certification, fine. In that case, the chances are high to score more or to solve any equation or task. Right. So that's the feedback which I got from the University of Utah and the participants. Fine. So that's all about the certification which I have for you. Now, the third point, data analysis. How to use Excel for your data analysis purpose. Fine. Now we are dealing with 2019, right? So the workshop will be for 2019. But again, if you have a previous version, no issues. You can work in 2016 or 2013. But for the exam process, 2019 is mandatory. Fine. Now, what are the tools you use in Excel? The functions, right? Almost 480 functions are there in Excel 2019. Right? And there's some updations in 2019 version. And I have already highlighted some of the features here. Here's concat function, text join, IFS, then ifs, max, mins, right? These are the switch, right? These are the functions which you can use and email. 3D maps, right? If you have a geographical data, you can put in the 3D map and a globe will be defined. All these things we will discuss. Right? I'm just putting a small picture. What is 2019 Excel? Right? Okay. So these are the things which we have to discuss. And now let me put a small picture of what is data analysis or how to use this feature, right? How to use the Excel or how to implement the features. Just go with some simple examples. Fine. So just a minute, let me open that folder for you. And here it is, employee analysis, a simple Excel data. Fine, a simple Excel data, and we will try to get some information from the data. So let it get opened. Fine. So Excel 2019 is there. Fine. Fine. Here it is. Right. So simple data, right? I'm not using any complex data, nothing, just simple rows and columns are there, right? So employee name, last name, department, region, hiring date, and the basic salary. Whatever, right? Some information is there. Now, from this data, you have to explore or you have to analyze these information, right? How many employees are working for any particular region? What is the total salary for each region? Right, so that means from this data, now how many data are there? You can just place the cursor in the first cell or the first data, control down arrow, and here it is. That means now you are in the last row of your data. Fine, that means 47 items are there. Fine, okay. Again, control button and up arrow. Come back to your first cell or first row. Now, the question is, this what you have to analyze, right? So now, it depends upon the tool which you have. Now, if you're not aware of Excel, if you're the first time you're dealing with Excel, what you will do? You will sit manually and just calculate these data. East 1, 2, 3, right? So this is the tool or this is the option if a person going through the Excel first time. No, if you have a basic idea, you can use the filter. Right. Again, I won't recommend filter because you're not dealing with 47 data. You have to deal with almost 35, 50,000 data, corporate data. So what is the best way to solve this equation? Okay. Either you can use formula or functions, right? Built-in functions are there. You can easily calculate the value. Or one more tool is there. Even two more tools are there through which you can easily analyze this information. Okay, let me put some basic idea for this one. Okay. Now we have some functions in Excel. And the best function to calculate these type of categorical data is COUNTIF or SUMIF, right? If you want to count how many values are there for each region, we have to use count, right? It will count total values. If you want to calculate the total region-wise salary, we have to use another function that is SUMIF, right? So let me start with a simple formula calculation here. So we have to start with equal to, right? That means whenever you're dealing with formulas or functions, start with equals. Is the basic thing. Now you have to count the value. So we have a function in Excel that is COUNTIF. Count is a function through which it will calculate the total value, but I don't require total value right now. My requirement is भाई कितने बंदे कौन से डिपार्टमेंट में कितने कौन से रीजन में काम कर रहे हैं, right? So that means you have to count the value on the basis of a criteria, and the criteria is region. Fine. So COUNTIF, fine. And now what you have to understand in Excel function is this syntax. You can master 480 functions, It's not a big deal. Definitely it's a big deal because 480 function you have to understand. You have to memorize these categorical options. The first argument, second argument, why we are using. So the basic thing is if you are able to understand the syntax, that means the grammar, right? You are going to communicate with Excel. So you should know the language which Excel understands. Excel won't understand Hindi, English, Malayalam, Marathi, the Malayalam, nothing. Right? Excel only understand the syntax defined by the developer. So according to the task, the first thing is the range, right? So that means you have to count if the range, right? So select the first value, right, from region part. So Control Shift down arrow. These are some shortcuts, right? Again, I suggest that don't go with the process, just go through the output right now, because process we can discuss and practice later, but just go through the output, how the output is generated, how the value is generated. Fine. So don't go with the process right now, it makes you more complicated. So better go with the output right now. We will discuss the process later, right? So the list is generated, and these moving ants are called dancing ants. That means the range is specified. Fine. Now, comma, the separator has to be mentioned. Now the second value is criteria. Now, instead of typing the value double quotes east, fine, it will give an output. No doubt in that. But instead of going for this manual process, I'm going with another option. Right. So I'm using the cell reference here. Right. So that means whatever the cell content is there in K15, I will get the output for that particular value. So the syntax can be explained as Excel. Please count the values in the range G12 to G58. Fine. That means this blue shaded range. And the criteria is that means you have to count only for east. Fine. Right. I'm not going with complex formula. I'm closing the parentheses. Fine. And press enter. Fine. So Excel will calculate for me. Fine. Right. Now, the process is not yet completed, but again, the normal process is we have to drag the formula. Right. Drag the formula means we have to apply the formula to other respective cells so that we can get the respective values for east, north, and south. Fine. So if I use the autofill option, fine, it's giving my value. But again, okay, let me check, right, whether the solution is properly defined or not. For that, let me select the west cell value, that the west count value, that is 6, and go with the option double click here in the cell. Fine. Now, here it is. Just go through the selection in the database criteria. Fine, the range is selected. Okay, the red color that shows the west region has to be calculated. Fine. But there is an issue here. Just go to the range. The first element is not selected. गड़बड़ हो गई भाई. क्या करना है? ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं. Once again, go with the third value. Right. Now let third value is 18. Fine. Go for double click in the cell. Oh, ये देखिए. Again, now the second two values are not included in this range. Fine. Oh, that means third. Oh, that means when I'm dragging the formula, what happened when I'm using the autofill option, right? The corresponding values also get updated. But that means this fixed range or this range is not there in the formula, right? Now, this type of addressing is called relative addressing, right? That means when you use a formula, corresponding cell value has to be updated. Here it is. So G12 to G58, fine. It's okay. Second cell, no, this time is G13 to G15. And just scroll down and just go to the last value. Here it is. It's going to select one more range of value, which is where the data is not included. So that means something went wrong here. Fine. Now, how to solve this issue? The option is absolute, or I'm going with simple addressing method, right? I'm not using absolute or relative or mixed. Just use some simple tricks here. Using a dollar symbol. Dollar symbol means, again, as I told that don't go with the process right now. It make you more confident. Now, if you have a basic idea, that participant will get an idea why we are using a dollar symbol. I'm highlighting the students or the participants who are new to Excel. Right? Don't go with the process right now, dear. Just go to the output. I will define why we are using dollar symbol or is there any other way to solve this equation? All these things we will discuss later. Fine. I'm using a simple dollar symbol here, right? Fine. And okay. Now, if I scroll or use the autofill hand tool, fine. Now the data is updated. Now let's check once again. For second, it's 6. Just go with double click option. This time, here it is. The range is not changed here, right? So that means you have to use some special addressing method so that a specific range won't get changed when you drag the formula. This type of addressing is called absolute or mixed addressing. There is some variation that we will discuss later. Again, leave that portion. Again, go for the north value. Yeah, it's right. That means this range is fixed. To fix any range, we have to use the dollar symbol, right? So this is the one process through which you can calculate the data. Fine. Okay, just go scroll down. Yeah, that the value is fixed. Fine. Now, if you want to calculate the total salary, sorry. So again, we have a function in Excel that is sum. We all know. I think some of the participants know sum is to calculate the value, right? The total value has to be defined. Fine. But there's a function named as sum if. That means you have to calculate a value. Fine. The total value has to be defined, but there's a condition. According to that condition, you have to calculate the value. Right. For example, let me relate this example with a simple live example. Suppose you're sitting in a classroom and that classroom consists of some diploma students, PG diploma students, and some MBA students. Right. Now, suppose I would like to know the count of the students who join for MBA. Right. So the criteria is MBA, and where we have to calculate from the whole range, the students who are enrolled for MBA, we have to take a count or take the attendance for that particular group. Right. So that is, you have to calculate count. So count has to be defined, but you have to include one more function, that is if function. So it's a combination of count and if function. So it will extract the value according to the condition specified. So same process here we implement. So you have to calculate the sum function, fine. So we have to calculate the salary, great. That's the task we have to complete. Now, the first is range. That means you have to calculate region-based salary. So again, going with the first value, Control Shift down, the whole range has to be selected, fine. This time I'm directly using the dollar symbol, right? Fine, comma. Now the criteria, that means from this list range, which I selected right now, we have to calculate the criteria, that is East. Fine. So that means from this selected range, only East value has to be calculated, fine. And you have to calculate the basic salary. That means this last column has to be selected, fine. Okay, Control Shift down. Again, I'm using the dollar symbol, fine. Right, now just go to this color code. Huh? These color codes are very much important. You can easily check which value is selected, which has to be selected, which has not to be selected. Right. So blue color means is the range value. Red color specify the criteria, and the lavender color shows the value which has to be calculated. Yeah, that's fine. Right. Now you can use the autofill. Why? Because I'm already blocked the range here. So Excel will calculate the formula and rest of the values there in your screen. Right. So again, I repeat that don't go with the process right now. We will discuss that in the session. Right. In the upcoming session, we will discuss the process. Just go with the output here. Just a single click and Excel will display the report for you. Fine. This is one method. Right. Another method. Now let's go with some advanced tool here. Let me, without using a single equal to, without using a simple formula or function, we can get output here. For that purpose, you have to practice a lot. But again, let me show that output here right now. So select the cell, fine. Now I'm going with the second process, how to create a report from this data, right? You have to calculate the count and the total cell, right? I'm not using a single equal to symbol function, anything. Just select any cell, fine. Now, insert, okay. So in the insert tab, now this is called ribbon, right? Ribbon means when you click any tool or any menu option, in the previous version, like 2003 or 7, it's a menu driven program. That means a list will be generated there. Now from 2010 onwards, it's a ribbon-based tool. That means whenever you click an option, the ribbon properties get changed here. Here. Now this is called ribbon, where the icons or the tools are placed. So that location is called ribbon. Right. Fine. Now in the insert tab, fine, the ribbon properties get changed. Right. Okay. I'm going to use an option that is pivot table. Fine. Okay. Fine. So click the option. Yeah. So no need to change the default settings. Let it be there. The range fully is selected. Fine. Where the report has to be generated, I will go with the new sheet. I don't want to mess up with the existing sheet. Just go with the new sheet. Fine. Data model. Wait. Another topic which has to be explained. Right. We will discuss this topic later. Fine. Just fine. So just go with the basic settings only and give the confirmation OK. So a new sheet will be added. Here it is. So this first sheet includes of your actual data. And in the second sheet, the place where you can generate a report. Right. Now, I'm not using any formula function here. Just use a drag and drop. We all know how to drag the value, right? If you're comfortable with mouse, just press and drag. That's what I'm going to complete this task. Okay. Now, I require region-wise detail, right? So here's the option region, right? Just enable the feature region, and here it is. All the region get added to the report option. Fine. Now, the basic salary. I would like to know the basic salary for each region. Again, click the basic region option, and here it is. No need to type anything. No need to drag anything, right? You have to just click the option, and the report is there. Now, you want to know the count of each employees, the region-wise employees. Fine. Here it is. Again, I'm selecting the salary option. Let me drag it to the last quadrant, that is values. Fine. Right. Now, the settings, I will, as I told, we will discuss later. But right now, let me select the value, go for right-click option here. And here's the function, count. Here it is. That's all. Right. Now, you can decide, right, which function, which tool has to be defined. This is called pivot table, which makes your work more easier. But for this purpose, you have to understand the basics of Excel. What is this pivot table? What is table? Right. If you get a basic idea, definitely all professionals will prefer this option only. Why? Because it makes your work more easier. No need to type equal to, sum, if, count, if, bracket, parenthesis, ye wo duniya bhar ka kuch nahi. Right. It makes your work more easier. Even you get with customized value. Customized value means customized layout. Now, suppose I don't want. Let me include the department here. Fine, no issues. Just drag here. That's all. So department-wise report. No, I want some alteration here. Just put in the department in the columns quadrant. Here it is. Right. So region-wise, director salary, finance salary, marketing, everything will be there in your screen. Right. So this makes your work more easier. Just a simple drag and drop, and the report is there. Fine. So I think a basic structure is there, how to use this function that we will discuss in the upcoming sessions. So again, I request that don't go with the process, how this pivot table is used, that leave it to me. I will share from the scratch. Right. But what you have to understand is how Excel is important in this real world or in the data analysis tool. You can use this feature to easily analyze the data, easily generate the report without any functions or formulas, right? You have to just drag and do. Fine. But again, functions are important. You have many of times you have to use some formulas and functions that again we will discuss later. Right. So that's all from my side, and this is what you're receiving. As I told that at the end of the program of 25 hours of program, this is what you are receiving, and the specifications are there. That means you have to clear 50 minutes of exam and 70% is possible. Fine. So that's all from now. I hope my session was, I think you got some basic idea of that certification process. Any doubts? Sure, we will discuss in the upcoming sessions. Right. So now let me hand over back to Director, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Kuti.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Enlighten us, all of us, about the exam process and bits of Excel. So actually, we are getting few questions also that for whom this course and all those things. So as you know, if you can go through Advanced Studies portal, you'll see that we have some target audience. Okay, already 200 participants, they have already enrolled for this course. So our target was for 200 participants, so that we have achieved for the first batch. Now from the next week, our the enrollment process for the second batch will start, and hopefully that prospective participants, those who are here as audience, they can join. So this is something like the inauguration session where we have been able to give some outline of the course and how to get this certification and how to make some financial modeling to create some interests and glimpses of MS Excel, and that can be useful in your day-to-day life. And these sessions will be also in the YouTube channel of the institute, so that you can take these clues from Mr. Mahajan and Kutti, Mr. Kutti, that you have got from different screenshots. Okay, so you can practice through your own Excel package in your laptop and desktop. Hope that will give some good idea about these tricks and you can say the magic of Excel. And I think the course will be started from the next week. So we have a plan to go by Saturday and Sunday. So the dates and particularly the timings will be conveyed by our departmental team through mail and through message and phone calls also to all those 200 participants, so that they are well aware. And we'll be also hosting those timings and everything in our portal, so that you'll get everything. And I think Mr. Balaji is here. The students will be getting some Microsoft book also, okay, so that they can see all these things, and that will be hosted in their through the LMS platform. They will be given some username, user ID and password, so they can have access there and they can see these books. They will be getting this thing. Mr. Balaji, can you please enlighten us what else they will be getting for this Excel course?
Yeah, they will be getting the content for this advanced Excel course. Okay,
right.
That content will be shared, and how we host it to something will freeze, but they will be getting the soft copy of the content and they can access it.
Okay, okay. So this is from the part of MS Excel team, and from our part also we have Mr. Tarun Mahajan. He has given us 5 hours basics of Excel. Those who are very new in Excel and those who have don't have much access to Excel and much exposure in Excel, rather I can say. So we have already made 5 hours of video journey by Tarun Mahajan. So that will be hosting in our portal. Only those students who are enrolled. So if you can see our portal, Advanced Studies portal, MS, particularly Excel portal, you can see by Tarun Mahajan, 15 minutes introductory thing is there. You can see and you can get enlightened. But the majority of the videos that will be hosted for the enrolled candidates only, those who have enrolled for this course. And you know, this course is we have priced it at a very cheaper rate. For this, the basic price is rupees 6,000. And for the members 10% discount, that is 5,400. And for those who are here as a student, final year students or graduate or something like that, you can see what is their eligibility. They'll get the 25% discount. This is 4,500. So along with this, they can have that opportunity for this Microsoft certification. Okay, so they can get this badge, Microsoft badge, and they can apply this in their CV, in their signature. So it's a huge opportunity. I think it's a lifetime opportunity for all the participants, and hope in the next batch onwards, these prospective participants, those who are watching, they can think, they can make their career, they can flourish their career with this Microsoft Excel. Okay, so this is from my end, and now I'd like to invite our chairman, CMA Devashish Mitra. Is very much emphatic about these courses, these online courses, and these moreover these technical courses. He has already brought in data analytics for finance professionals. We, the Institute of Cost Accountants, are the pioneer among all the professional institutes to brought in this finance data analytics for finance professionals. The SAP Finance Power User course, we are also the pioneer, and now this is Advanced Business Excel. And now we have planned to come up with this financial modeling also, as he has said. So now I request to conclude the session to CMA Devashish Mitra ji for some deliberations with consideration.
Thank you, Dr. Nandi. Actually, I don't like to take much time, because now it is already 8 o'clock Sunday evening. So in spite of Sunday evening, I am really overwhelmed the amount of the response which you have got today. At any point of time, there are around 1,500 students were on the portal. And initially, around more than 2,000 participants were there in the portal. So by which you can really understand that how much interest on this course the students and the members have. As I have told earlier, that any students, any members who will pursue the courses as launched by the Board of Advanced Studies, since it is very, very contemporary, industry friendly, the demand for that professionals will be there, the marketability, and the demand for the professional who will complete this course will be much, much higher than anybody on any other professionals in the market. So I will request all the students who has joined in this course to pursue and to pay their attention, full attention on the course curriculum and the lectures, whatever resources will provide, and be a strong professional, positive professional for the industry. So, and another thing which I just like to mention, as I have told in the initial stage of my speech, that Board of Advanced Studies will soon launch the diploma in information system security audit and diploma on forensic audit. Hopefully, Board of Advanced Studies will launch these courses within next with this span of hardly 3 to 4 months. And Board of Advanced Studies under the leadership of Dr. Devaprashanna Nandi and his team are working round the clock, and they are launching this course in a very effective way. And I hope that these courses will also be very, very popular as the course which has already been launched by the Board of Advanced Studies, like as Dr. Nandi has mentioned, that SAP FICO, data analytics, and the course which has been launched today, that is the first batch on Microsoft Certified Business Excel, which will definitely will go for another course, which I have already mentioned, that is the financial modeling. That is the application side, the pure application side of the Business Excel. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So I would like to conclude here. So we are very much grateful that today our President, sir, CMA Vishwarup Basu, sir, was present. Vice President, sir, was also present. CMA P. Raju Iyer, sir. Our immediate past President, Balvinder, sir, was present. Our Chairman, sir, was present. Devashish Mitraji, right from the beginning. With us, Mr. Balaji, who is with us for last 1.5 years for all these venture of technical courses like SAP, this Advanced Excel. And we are having 2 eminent faculty members. Mr. Kurti is still with us, and Mr. Tarun Mahajan was the first speaker, and all my teammates here and the IT team. So I think this course will become very popular among the students and participants, and we wish this as a grand success. So with this word, we just want to finish it. This is 5:08, so I think we should not linger this session much, and we'd like to end it here. So thank you, everyone.
Just one small message to the professionals who are present in this session, that Honorable Finance Minister is kind enough, and today she has announced that the last date of filing the GST or 9 and 9C has been extended up to 31st of March. So it is a great relief for the professionals like chartered accountant, cost accountant who are engaged with the GST audit. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So we are now closing the session. So